guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Indigo here, and some intuitive downloads that I was getting. Okay, there are people who have the ability to give very distinct messages based on the ability to internalize and interpret emotion. Okay, so for me, when I hear like certain things that people have been through, I have a easy time understanding how a person views something, or how they will view something based off of what it is that they went through and where they are in their healing journey. Okay, now there are a lot of preconceived notions or assumptions that people make on people. Okay, like for me, for example, I'm a Virgo, and I have an Aries Saturn. So when it comes to problems, my brain creatively thinks of ways to solve them. Okay, because you ever wanted to hang out with somebody and like they had a problem, and it's just like, well, I want to hang out with you, and I know this is affecting your mood, so if I can help you solve this issue, then I'll help you do it so that we can get to the fun part, right? Now, another person may think like, oh, she's too focused on work, or whatever the fuck the case may be, because I'm a Virgo. Virgos like to work hard and shit like that. But there's always depth to things, and I think sometimes people have gotten used to dealing with simpler individuals, or people who require a lot of understanding because they are manipulative or condescending. There are also people on the other side of the spectrum who have healed and are still healing, and can provide support just in other ways. All right, so it's very mindful to, just because you're a reader, okay, doesn't mean that you're always going to be able to read somebody's energy or know something about them. Like, I would consider myself to be unreadable because there's so many compartments to me as a person and me as a spiritual being that you're never going to get a clear read on me, which is why I'm an advocate for asking questions, okay, and not assuming, because that will get you a lot farther. We live in a day and age where people turn to their cards for answers, and sometimes you're not connecting with your spirit guides. Sometimes you're connecting with your ego, because your ego is already telling you that something is something that you believe it to be from a hurt place, not a healed place. So keep that in mind when you start to, build opinions on people's lives, okay, or how they present themselves. Okay, I reached out to someone after I heard a message from them, and I typed it how I would talk, okay? And also I was in a state of like shock because I was also receiving so many downloads off of the message that I received that I was like, oh my God, like the person who was delivering the message, I felt like I can confide in them about what they were reading on, okay? And this person didn't respond But then they like made a joke about me. They made a joke about me when they did their next live, assuming that I was trying to meet up with them when I was simply wanting to like communicate via like Zoom or like video chat, because then I would be able to express myself. It's really hard for me to express downloads and messages when I type sometimes, okay? But like I'm not I'm not making this a big deal. I think I just realized that like, you know, I am the type of person that I can sense that frantic energy off someone when they're messaging me. So I would have been like, oh, you know, my response just would have been different. And I'm realizing what makes the difference between readers and people in general, okay? So, yeah, I just wanted to say that. A lot of people, my platform is literally built with the intention of providing safe space for any and everyone who needs to communicate, to see anything about themselves or a situation clearly. My platform is for me to be of assistance to you guys, okay? When it comes to inner self-development, mental health, spiritual health, okay? When it comes to creating positive inner dialogue with yourself, okay? So I just want to make my intentions known as we move forward on this channel. I have many different sides to myself, and I'm pretty sure you guys can see in the messages, but the place that I'm really truly coming to is a place of peace, because in order for me to truly tap in, I have to remain detached, okay? So even now that I'm on a public platform and there are many different energies clicking into my content, it's opening up these portals of communication. And I'm very good at blocking out shit that shit that don't pay my bills, okay? So, but with that, I also understand that every situation happens with the intention of teaching you a lesson. So the thing that I took from that is, you know, maybe I should make it more clear, you know, what my goal is when it comes to creating this channel and being here with you guys. And also, that's a part of setting the intention, because I would like to attract people who truly want to learn and people who don't come to me with guards up and not willing to hear the truth about themselves. I am attracting people who are comfortable with self-reflection, self-analyzation, and accountability. So I'm going to speak continuously with the intention of attracting that type of viewer. You know, there's High Priestess, Hierophant. There's so many motherfucking names. To be honest with y'all, I'm not from this planet. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to fucking call myself. I got too many gifts. I got too many gifts and not enough time to try to tell you anything that's besides the point. So I'm very much so boom, 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 boom when it comes to my communication. Because it's like, let's not beat around the bush. Plus, when you can see the future, it's just like, well, I seen this outcome of this situation if we went about it this, okay? And yeah, that's just, I don't know. I just felt like I needed to say that. Because I'm very noticeable. I've always been very noticeable, but I've never been accepted or appreciated in most environments because I make people uncomfortable. Because I literally trigger every single person that I encounter, and I know that that's because I'm meant to help people heal themselves and help them see, what they may be missing within themselves to be in the way that it is that they are. And a lot of people talk about like karmics and I'm tired of karmics and this and that, and it's like, well, if you keep giving karmics attention, you're going to keep it's just going to be there. And then it's not even in the sense of like, karmic energy is going to come through the reading. Your energy has to overpower that energy so much so that it gets eclipsed out and you get further into the message. I started filming a video earlier and I was just not in it, y'all. I wasn't in it because my energy was a little sporadic. I kind of woke up this morning very sporadic, and I'm going through so many mental changes right now. It's hard for me to maintain my equilibrium on this planet at this moment. So I did my spiritual shower, I prayed, I cleaned, because cleaning is a form of meditation for me, to be honest, and I feel good. At least feel good, and I'm ready to do this reading. That's all I want to say. Thanks for listening. I hope something in that message helped you feel good, because sometimes you can feel overlooked or underlooked or under supported, okay? And sometimes you can't help how you show up. All you can hope for is that the person that you're showing up to can receive you, okay? So never feel bad about maybe not fitting into certain spaces and certain areas. Continue to live as you are and be who you are and be comfortable in that, and stay conscious of what you're thinking so that you can attract what it is that you truly want, okay? Now, I smell good, I look good, period. I'm feeling it now, y'all. Okay. Tension. Ooh. Okay. What's that song? When two worlds collide. I don't know what that song is. But it's like people have this is the spiritual lesson that we're on. This is why the veil is unveiling itself, because we all exist on top of one reality together. The more people can't see something, the more that they can be ignorant to it. There's tension within communities because people are seeing things that they were never seeing before. It's triggering inside of them. Damn, well, I thought I was here, and I thought maybe I should have been able to know that, or I should have been able to see that. I should have a bunch of that. Okay, instead of focusing on what the lesson is. Why am I experiencing this tension? What is this to teach me? Do I need to revisit this, or is my intuition, is it my intuition, or is this my ego? Okay, ask yourself that question, because sometimes you can not know for sure when you are operating out of a trauma space. A lot of us are dealing with gang stalkers and communities, people talking shit about us and all types of shit. Our brains are trying to stabilize itself, okay? Perception came out. Tension within your perception. Maybe because now you're realizing like, oh, I am a kid from a small town. I've never met a person like that. I've never been in that type of environment. How would I possibly know anything about what it is that I'm placing judgment on? Just because a person does something or speaks a certain way or does not define who that individual is within their soul. Okay, that's why this Cancer Immerse card is up out here. You can have a Cancer moon. Okay, there's a need for emotion to be reflected when it comes to defining your perception. There needs to be, a lot of people are hyperactively aware right now and not listening or tapped into their intuition in a sense of, okay, now what step am I at now? What do I need to learn now? What do I need to overcome now? What do I need to evolve into now that I've surpassed this point in my life? Because we all know it does not stop. It's a continuing cycle of growing. And the moment you think, you know, I'm out of a cycle, but I'm reflecting. I'm still doing shadow work. Like it doesn't matter what stage or point that I'm at in my life. I'm always going to have to constantly reflect and go within on who I am and how I am within myself, and be true and honest about that, so that it comes to the point to where you can gather a perception that is based in a place of a full person and not a half of a person. Okay, and it's always okay to have those moments of maybe not knowing or maybe not being fully aware, but we have the tools to continuously keep going. Okay, so let's keep going. This is just giving me a lot of energy of also reflecting and doing birth charts workings. Okay, Beloved Venus popped up. Okay, I also do sense, look, okay, so I experienced a lot of sexual trauma in my childhood. Okay, I had a period of my life where I was very intensely focused on my relationship with my sexuality, when it comes to partners, and then when it comes to internally with myself and my vessel. Just recently did this become a spiritual journey as well. So now I understand it's less about what it looks like on the outside and more about what it feels like. Like even wearing this makes me feel good. It's loose. I'm comfortable. Like I feel good. It's pink and I don't even really like the color pink, but it makes me feel a little bit girly. I've been in my masculine energy a little bit lately. Well, a lot of bit lately. Just kind of on guard. You feel me? And realizing that I've been neglecting my natural Venus energy, which my Venus is in Libra. I'm naturally a very sexy, flirtatious, open individual. This is just how I am. That does not mean I want you or I'm interested in you. No, I can make a joke and it's dead ass a joke. It's not in advance. Sorry to get your hopes up. It was a joke. This is giving me the energy of the more you intertwine. This is like really speaking to the feminine and how women as a whole, there is, because the phrase goes, there is no competition. I'm only in competition with myself, right? But not a lot of people genuinely feel that and embody that. Okay, so much to the point to where you could look at somebody and see somebody doing something, and you see them showing up or coming a certain way, and it triggers you to feel some type of way. Not in a sense of like, oh, I wish I was more like, okay, for example, I had a girl at my job. She got her nails done, and I was like, oh my God, like, I love your nails. They're so pretty. And she was telling me, like, I work so hard. Like, I just want to spoil myself and blah, blah, blah. And I thought about that, and I was like, damn, like, I guess I never thought about getting my nails done as a form of self-care, because I'm such a fucking, I'm handsy. I'm hands-on with a lot of shit. Like, I do, like, okay, like, I get my nails done for, like, real special occasions, like, if the boys are playing a show, if, my favorite bands in town or whatever the fuck. But I don't just regularly get my nails done, okay? But the way she explained it in a form of self-care made me view it for more than just the look, the aesthetic of it. It's the feeling of getting it done, sitting in the chair, paying for it, living with it. It looks cute. You get to tap and be all like extra and shit. Like, she made me understand. So I went and got my nails done. I came back to work and I was like, you really inspired me. Because she said, I like your nails. Oh my God, I like your nails. I said, you really inspired me. When you told me, how you get your nails done for self-care, it made me realize, like, I need to do something nice for myself. So I went and got my nails done. She was like, girl, I like it, blah, blah, blah. You see, that interaction helped me heal my relationship with women. First of all, I wasn't used to girls telling me I like your nails because I wasn't the girl who got my nails done. So that meant I don't really have much in common with, I'm not the average, like, hair and nails. Like yes, I upkeep myself, but like I'm very natural, so I don't do too much, okay? So, and I think sometimes, whatever the fuck, that situation helped me heal my perception of dealing with women, because she accepted the fact that I told her that she inspired me. Now, afterwards, there's definitely some hater energy, but that situation gave me a new perspective, okay? It also made me reflect on my problems with authority when it comes to women. It made me go within, introspection is here, and really see that I was never supported by women. I was always made fun of by women. Women always singled me out. It was always, this bitch look good, so I know she want my man, blah, blah, blah. When I'm I'm balanced in my chart. So I have 5 feminine energies and 5 masculine energies. So sometimes I'm a little grown ass man, and sometimes I'm a little grown ass woman. It just depends on my energy. But people don't understand that, so people always view me to be a certain way based on how I look. Like they say, pretty privilege. The only time I've experienced pretty, I've never allowed myself to experience pretty privilege, because I always was like, how I look does not define how I am or how I'm gonna show up in this situation. So like, I went to this boy's house, right, on my birthday. He's like, oh, you can park like that. I'm like hella far away from the curb and shit, and I get a fucking ticket, and he's like, oh my God, like, I'll pay for it. And I'm like, no, I'll pay for it because my intuition told me to move, but I just listened to you and I trusted it, so I, like, it's cool, like, I'll pay for it. That was my response. And not on some like, no, I got it type shit. It was really on some, nah, because that's my L I gotta take for not listening to my intuition, because my intuition told me to fix my whip, but I was listening to your ass because I was like, that's a really good birthday, actually. Anyways, expand, think. So I feel like that's what these newer energies that are being added into the mix are really just there to, I'm here to teach. I'm here as a lesson. I look at everybody else as teachers, and I take knowledge and I learn from people. There are so many women that, Queen Cup, fucking love her. Hourglass by Jazz, love her. Like, these are 2 women, when I first started my spiritual journey, that's who I was watching, and they did such an amazing job at creating this space where I felt included in, and it didn't feel like anything other than women supporting women. Okay, so I feel like this message really speaks to, I feel like we need to stay in contact with our emotions and our feminine nature, because that is truly what helps us exist in our higher vibration. I feel like when we can be cute, bubbly, and like sensitive and like sweet and soft, like, and smell like flowers and like light candles and ooh, like. But we also have to realize, like, if you look at another woman and you feel some type of way about her, that's a trigger. She's triggering you because there's something inside of yourself that you need to heal. And because we're all on the grounds of healing, transcending, evolving, understand that I'm never going to judge you for looking at me a certain type of way, and I'm never going to look at you and judge you, because that's just not how I feel. Now, am I a person who notices things like, oh, I like her necklace, like, that's cute. Oh, she's got that tattoo right there. Like, oh, her hair seems to be a little bit puffier than like usual. Like, I like it, it's cute. Yes, that's just how my brain fucking operates. But that isn't, I'm not in my head like, this bitch, blah, 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 blah. Even like to the karmic hoes, like, bitch, I have healing for you too. Okay? If I was my divine masculine, I was in the state of mind that I was in when I was in a situation with you, bitch, I would have fucked you too. Like, I'm so understanding that shit don't bother me. Okay? I'm really getting to that point in my life where, like, my feelings are mine. You don't have say. You don't have say over those. But I will continue to be enlightened and focus on the journey and healing and how to continuously progress and transcend forward into the space that we are meant to be in as a women, as a collective. Because the truth is that there's a war on fucking women right now. Okay? I'm a person who experienced so many fucked up things as a woman, and it coming to shame and shit. Okay, I didn't grow up in a house with my mother or mother figures or women who were teaching me about being a woman or any of that. Okay, so I understand the sensitivity behind women in relationships. My baby's asleep and I'm talking loud as hell. And I feel like community is really the thing right now that my mind is focused on, because I don't have a community of enlightened spiritual individuals. So I'm going to continue showing up as myself, okay, and focusing a lot on giving back those lessons of awareness when it comes to why you get faced with certain individuals in certain situations. And this is me, like, maybe I'm in a space where I'm healing my traumas with women, okay? And I feel like this is why this reading is showing up like this, because when you try to logically make sense of something out of an emotional state, it never makes sense. But if we are in spaces and environments where emotion is welcomed and you're around light workers who understand intuitively how to read emotion, not a person, but their feelings, their vessel, their soul, that will really help transcend humanity. And for me, I don't know, it's all about the healing. It's all about the healing, okay? So I think I'm actually gonna leave this message here and get to another message, because this didn't go how I thought it was gonna go. I didn't plan for this. But yeah, I hope you guys like this reading. Make sure you check out my description box if you want to link up or have any conversations with me. All of my information is down below, and I love you guys, and I will see you next time.